is currently playing a Beyonce song to prove his point. Guys, I just made a connection and it's really cool and I wanted to tell you. So I'm sitting here writing my hermeneutics paper, actually writing it. I'm on page 3, be proud. But I'm studying the background of Ezekiel 37, the part when it talks about the dry bones and they get resurrected, and it's crazy. It's crazy. But so doing a background study, I'm going through my notes on the historical stuff, and there was a quote from a book that said the exile made clear that the death of Israel correlates with the absence of God, aka Israel, the theocracy, and God's presence, like all of that is connected. And so when Jerusalem is destroyed in 587/586, whenever you want to date that, God's presence is removed from Israel because the temple is destroyed, because God resided in the temple. So the theocracy and like all of that, the covenant, it all like is basically dead in the fall of Jerusalem, because Israel is no longer in their land and they're dispersed, and it's crazy. Okay, Israel dies. That's the point I'm trying to make. So this passage is in like the end of Ezekiel when he's talking about the restoration of Israel, right? So one connection that I just made is that if the death of Israel is correlated with the absence of God's presence, then when Ezekiel sees a pile of dry bones representing Israel, aka very dead, then when Ezekiel prophesies twice, and the first time Israel is like put back together, right? They have like the tendons, the skin, the flesh, all that, but they're not really alive until Ezekiel prophesies again, and the breath of God, the Spirit of God, the presence of God enters them. So it's so cool. It doesn't sound cool when I say it like that, but like it blew my mind. Like the presence of God is associated with the vitality of Israel as a nation, as a people, and like the presence of God is the key to their life, which is also a thing that's present in like most of the Bible, but it's so cool. Dad just brought me a bowl of chocolate ice cream. And he knows me so well. So I just read the entire book of Ezekiel. I only intended to read like 10 chapters of it, but I read the whole thing. So that was fun. I'm not sure what happened to my hair while I was reading Ezekiel, but it's a wild time. But I think I'm gonna play my clarinet now, because that sounds fun, and it's time for a break from Ezekiel, probably. I'm not gonna tell you how long it took me to read the whole book. I don't actually know, but it was a while. It was a while. Anyway, We're gonna play clarinet now. Change of plans. I'm not gonna practice today. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna go outside and go for a walk. My dad just came up here and was like, if you wanna like go move around and like do something, we're gonna go walk the dogs. And I was like, yes, yes, yes. Next. Where are you going? He's got his little bag. Look at his tail. Oh.